Hi friends, we're gonna wash our face and had to go in there and get my cleansers and come to the bathroom because that's just easier. Say hi when you're hopping on. We are welcome to Christian's bathroom where we have a nice Godzilla curtain. 14-year-old boy. All right, I did not take my makeup off last night and I am getting a pimple. Happens to the best of us. All right, last little guy from here. This is Erase Your Face. It's like knockoff makeup eraser, reusable cloths. That's my last one. And my trash can in here is, this used to be the trash can in my grandparents' house in their like back office. It was like animal print themed, like zebras and lions and everything. And so she had that little wicker basket. My grandmother loved to decorate, like it was like her favorite thing. And so I love little things around my house that are like from their house. Like genuinely, like I threw that away and it like made me happy inside. Like I was like, it's from Mama's house. Papa could have cared less about decorating. I don't think ever decorated anything his whole life. But when she passed away, he kept her house, or like their house, exactly the same, other than accumulation of junk that he collected at auctions. Even like her robe, her jewelry, her perfume, like everything stayed out just like it was like when she was there. So sweet. Like, all right, erase pre-cleanser. You know when you sleep in your makeup and you're like the next day, you're like, oh, this is gonna be fun to get off. Pre-cleansing is incredible for taking off makeup, whether it's your first day or the second day of wearing it. It is so good. It's gonna help break down your makeup to where you don't have to tug. It's not gonna mess up your lashes. I even did a video this week on just showing how, like, I put makeup on an orange or a grapefruit and then showing how using a pre-cleanser, how it gets it so much cleaner than just washing your face with a face wash. So if you are not pre-cleansing your face, oil breaks down oil. And it just is so good. So when I have been sleeping in makeup, which I do a couple times a week, well, I wish I didn't. I try not to. But sometimes this is what happens. I'll be like, oh, I need to do a video. And then I don't do a video. And then I just lay in bed watching The Office. And then here we are. Next day, I look like this. And then I'm like, my face doesn't look like... I love the way my face feels when I do skincare. Like it's like glowy, healthy, just like you woke up and you feel like, oh, look how good my skin is. I have the opposite look whenever I don't do my skincare. All right, we're going in with Balancing Cleanser. I gave Lexi one of my cleansers, the Stimulate Cleanser, and I gave Christian the other one I had bought for myself that was the Stimulate. So I love the Stimulate Cleanser from Pomifera. It has jojoba beads and peppermint in it, and it is really good for acne. And so hence why my kids have it instead of me now. But this is the Balancing Cleanser, and it's good too. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just, I love the way the Stimulate feels on my skin. But the Balancing Cleanser is a good daily use cleanser. Comes on its own, or you can get it in the Danger Game Changer collection. And that's the collection from Pomifera that I use. I've been using it for years now. It is so good for your skin. It looks like, so I think between that and taking collagen, like, I don't know, my skin is just getting, it's better now. I'm 34 and I have pictures of my skin at 24 and it just looks totally different. I'll have to post some. It's been a long time since I've posted some like older pictures, but if you want direct links for everything, we're going to show a lot of stuff today. We're just going to hang out and it's going to be really fun. But most everything can be found at CourtneySalon.com. Either my Amazon storefront's there, direct links for brands are there. But if you want to know, like, I want the exact link for exactly what she used, drop the word me. And Natalie and I already came up with all the things that we're going to show today. I might forget some, but I try my best. And if for some reason what you were looking for you couldn't find, then send me a message. All right, letting that dry just a little. Have you had a good day? I have been so distracted today. I'm gonna twist my nose ring. Not picking my nose, don't worry. So distracted. The internet is incredibly distracting to me. I've kind of been convicted lately of like how long I spend on the internet, and like, did you read your Bible today? Did you like do any personal development? Did you clean something that should have been cleaned? Or did I save like a million things that I wanted to do on the internet? So what I'm gonna do, Adam and I have decided for the summer, we are limiting our screen time for us and the kids to 1 hour, not including my lives, because I was like, I don't have a choice but to do live, but just, you know, like scrolling just to scroll. And then if I need a recipe or an actual thing, or I'm documenting it, that's kind of different, but just to scroll and get distracted. So we're limiting our screen time, and I actually want to go through and be like, today, I want to actually do something that I have saved on my saves. Like, I want to bake something, or I want to do a craft with my kids, or paint I want to do something like, or I just want to read a book, like just relax and read a book. And so that is my like summer goal, is to kind of like, actually, I have like 20,000 saves on Pinterest. Like, I easily am like, oh, spend my time doing whatever, and I save a lot of like what I want to do, but I'm not like actually doing it. And so that's what I want to do. I want to actually do it. Okay, here we go. Brighten. I miss my big pouty lips too. I feel like I don't even look like myself. At some point I will definitely get more filler. Not as big as they were. They had like migrated a lot, but don't worry, they'll be back. Okay, so the first product I use is Plump by Palmifera, and it has hyaluronic acid in it, and it actually tightens your skin, shrinks your pores, and like just gives you this like instant lift type feel. And then Brighten is a vitamin C serum. It's going to give you a more youthful, radiant glow. So I also ordered a big bottle of the firming serum from Herbal Alchemy. I used the sample yesterday. I also gave Lexi, I even went to her room. I gave Lexi my sample because I have more. I got 2 bottles, one for her, one for me. But it's good for acne, but it's also good for firming skin. And I'm obsessed with the way that it smells. And I went in her room this morning to take it because I wanted to use it, and I couldn't find it. So here we are. Welcome to having a preteen, and I can only guess it will get worse the older she gets. But it's called Firming Serum. It smells like, so it has blackberry seed oil and nettle, and it's just so good for tightening. Like, there's tons of research on what blackberry seed oil will do for your skin, but it smells like Love Spell from Victoria's Secret. Like, if you wore that in high school, we can be best friends. But it smells so good, but it is all natural. And so I use a lot of Palmifera skincare. I have loved it. I've been using it for years. And then, I don't know, the last maybe, probably since I've had Veda, you know, you just start aging and thinking of things differently. And so I really started looking at like toxins I could eliminate in my house, things for my skin, all natural products, and just stuff that I can do. Not to say nothing against a little Botox, a little filler, a little whatever. I get my hair colored. So, I mean, I'm not like totally just gonna walk around barefoot all day. But if we can like do some of our own gardening or buy organic or switch out our laundry detergents to like all natural things or make some of the things ourselves, or like deodorant. Somebody mentioned deodorant, which I haven't put on. I don't have a bra on yet. I'm gonna put a bra on in a second. But I feel like we're just gonna be careful. But like this is aluminum free. So I don't know, just trying to like be a good steward. You have Love Spell on your dresser. It smells so good. Well, so the firming serum has blackberry seed oil in it and it smells so good, and it will genuinely like almost instantly give you this crazy amazing glow. So that's from Herbal Alchemy. If you haven't tried that, the Herbal Alchemy has several products that I really like. I use their like body bars. They're completely natural. That was one I was seeing that like people who had, there's a big study out about like cancer levels or precancerous type cells and toxins and like all these things, and when they eliminated like toxins that they were putting on their skin, within 1 month, their levels of toxicity decreased like 70%. And so I don't know, I just love their all natural stuff. All right, so I'm gonna show you. We're gonna get ready today. Tell me if you end up liking this style of video. I personally love TikToks like this, but I thought it would be really fun to start doing lives when I have time to like get ready together, and like actually pick out different pieces, unbox stuff. I get a ton of shipments of things that never see the light of day because a lot of times I'll be like, crud, I have to video that or whatever, and then I'm bad at consistently videoing. So I was like, well, I am good at consistently doing lives, so maybe I should show them on my lives. All right, so we booked our vacation for the end of summer, and so excited. So we went on a spring break trip, but Christian was with his dad and he was in school, so we couldn't take him, and the girls were out of school, so we took them. And then on Christian's spring break, he had wanted to do stuff at the camp and then with us, and so we did that with him, but we didn't go on a trip. So we're going on like an actual family, all of the children vacation at the end of summer. Okay, throwing this bad boy back on. This is just a Victoria's Secret. It is a strapless bra, and I am most days wearing, the reason I wear out of season sweatshirts like right now is because they're clean. So I am a little behind on laundry. And so if you're like, man, she really loves wearing Merry Christmas shirts like right now. No, they were clean. So they were in that part of the closet, you know, the part where it's like, it's clean. So that is what, that's why if you see me in off-season things, these are the jeans that I wore yesterday, and they're like the perfect fit today. Yesterday they were pretty tight, and today they are just right because they've been worn part of the day yesterday, and then, but you know, you didn't like do anything sweaty in them. I am totally a jean repeater, unless something is like dirty. I'm like, oh, it's still good. Just hang that back up. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna show you. Got in the cutest box. I am such a fan of cute packaging. It's like good for the soul. I just absolutely love it. Also, I used to own like a boutique, and when we get boxes like this in, we're always, Natalie and I'll be like, I wonder how much they spend on that box, like trying to evaluate, because this is a triple color box, in case you didn't know. It's actually a quadruple color. Whoa, this one cost some money. It's got orange, pale pink, dark pink, and white with orange. This one they spent on the packaging for sure. No, I do. I love packaging. I think it's adorable. So this is the Tori collection from Pink Lily. These are just a few pieces that came in it. I haven't tried these on yet, so I did get like look at it, and they're really cute. So we're gonna try these on together. I almost was like, whoop, but it doesn't work that way in real life. cute hat. My kids always take my hats. And then look at this little guy. The ruffle on the sleeve, denim jacket. Let's unbutton this together and I'm gonna try it on. It also came with, how adorable, this is a Stanley dupe, but they're like around $30 and they're so good. I have them in tons of colors and you can put stickers on them. But look, for the Tori collection, it says Tropical Twist. And they sent me, I don't really drink, but it's a really cute, it's got like a Tito's, a Malibu, and a little pineapple juice. It's a cute gift. So adorable. But the Stanleys, they are fake Stanleys, they work just as well. They're really adorable and they have tons of color options. But how sweet is that? And then look at these. I love checker print. I wear house shoes all the time. Here's another pair of pink lid house shoes I wear, but they look like they've seen better days. They're a little raggedy. I wear them all, like, genuinely. These are my favorite house shoes. But I feel like the insides of these, let's do a test. You know, when you like put your foot in, oh, a new house shoe. It's just something about it. My other house shoes feel like have worn out, like I've walked through the wilderness for 40 years. Like, so cute. All this stuff, so cute. Okay, we're gonna try on the outfit. I do have a discount code for Pink Lily. It is SWAN20 to save 20% off. They have their Memorial Day collections launching. They have a coastal cowgirl or something that was really cute. This one, I don't know, they dropped like several collections in the last couple weeks and they're all adorable. So if you're needing some cute stuff, it's a good one. All right, so let's get ready. Here we go. If you want links, drop the word me below. If you haven't shared this video yet, if you don't care to share, if you think any of your friends would also like videos like this, that'd be amazing. All right, I'm gonna just tighten these straps up just a little bit. It looks like they might be a little loose on me. So it has adjustable straps. And here we go. Give me just a minute. All right, we'll get ready together. So my nephew's 5th grade graduation is today. Lexi's 5th grade graduation is tomorrow. And so, okay, and then I just kind of like lift them a little, you know, there we go. Just so they're where they're supposed to be. You can maybe even wear this like with jeans if you didn't want to wear it as a dress. But we're gonna wear it as a dress. Shimmy, shimmy. Okay, I am 5'4", so I love where this hits lengthwise, not too short. It's gonna take me just a second. How cute is this pattern? I am totally into like the little retro 70s vibe. Super cute. If you are taller, I would say this could be more of a tunic or a long shirt. You could maybe even like wear some high-waisted white shorts with it. I think that'd be really cute too. Some leggings. Okay, give me a second. I'm gonna wear it today just as a dress. All right, should have done that pre-camera. Whew, this is the extra large. All right. Oh, this is cute. Well, this jacket is like adorable. How cute is this? And I love that it has like this dark, like shadowing wash and this little ruffle. I could probably wear this size or a large, But I love the look of like an oversized denim. I just love denim jackets. So cute. Okay, we're gonna put on some jewelry. All right, we have 2 earring options. These are from Jonesy Wood. If you go to CourtneySwan.com, you can look at the Jonesy Wood link, or you can just drop the word me and I can send you direct links. These are so cute. They're like little medallions. And then these are also so cute. And they're like little, I think I'm going this way, little pearls. And they are hand tied pearl. So good. These earrings are from Target in one of the giant collections in the kids department, or in the juniors department, and I got them out of Lexi's bathroom this morning. So if she wants to keep taking all the cute stuff, I'm just gonna have to share. If you want a link for the jacket, then just drop the word me below and I will send you a link. And then this is a breast cancer awareness necklace. It's the Tata necklace. I absolutely love this. And then I like, I don't know, it's one that you catch yourself kind of like playing with throughout the day. And I have started like praying for friends that I know. I actually have a friend that's having a scan today for cancer. And so, hang on, put it on backwards. So I love it that you can put it on, there we go. So it's like smooth on one side and then it's like etched on the other. But I love that if it got twisted around that you can, like, it's not like the back has nothing on it. So cute. Okay, I'm gonna throw on a little necklace and then I'm gonna layer it with, this is the Corlata. And I wear this thing all the time. It is like, it feels rich. It is like a little heavy, but in the best of all ways. We're just gonna, if you've never tried Jonesy Wood jewelry, their pieces have been featured like in all kinds of magazines and in like Free People and so many cute things. And you could even like triple layer if you want. I think I'm gonna do that today. And then this is the Hunter. And their pieces are made to layer, which I love because you kind of like, I don't know, they stagger really well together. All right, so those, and I have a discount code for Jonesy's as well. So if you need a discount code for that, just drop me. All right, I feel like I might use a little bit of moisturizer. My skin feels a tiny bit dry. So I'm going to use, this is the Balancing Facial Moisturizer. And then I'm also gonna put a few tanning drops in because dropping stuff. Oh. Just dropping so many things. All right, this is the Tan Luxe face drops. And you can tell, like, my face ends up not staying as tan as the rest of my spray tanned body. And so doing this will help make my tan last just a little longer. But I will say, you'll end up with orange hands if you don't go wash them. So I'm gonna wash them really quick and then I'll be back. Don't worry, I'll be really fast. It's just right here. I just don't wanna have orange hands the rest of the week. Right. Okay, here we go, here we go. I am gonna go ahead and put on a little bit of this as well. Well, I'll do that closer to the end. If I'm gonna wear this outfit out today, I really could use good spray tan, but I don't have time for that. So I'll use the tan butter and it'll you know, by a couple hours from now, I'll have like a little gradual tan. I also, did I put deodorant on? Yeah, I did. It's like I can't remember if I put it on or not. But I did. I smell good. I smell all nice and fresh. Okay. Now that we've done that, I guess I could keep this on while it just helps keep the hair out of your face. Okay, we're going to get ready together today. I'm going to use some Ophir foundation. I'm going to use primer. Sometimes I forget to use primer whenever I am doing like tanning, and I'm always bummed. So here we go. I'm gonna use Ophir's primer. Their matte primer is back in stock if you've been wanting matte primer. And I used to wear matte primer all the time. And then crazy thing is when they ran out of matte primer, I started using the dewy. And now I've like become really in love with the way my skin looks with a dewy primer. And so I actually have just been sticking with the dewy primer. I'm gonna try and remember to put things up as I am getting ready, like done getting ready with you guys. Normally after I do a video, it is like a disaster zone in here, and I'm really gonna try and do a better job of staying organized. With that said, you know, well, it doesn't come naturally to me, but I'm trying. All right, like see, I still have tags from yesterday, and I have a trash can right there. I also love when you get sent an extra button. I don't think I've ever sewn on an extra button in my life, but for some reason, I just feel like if I needed it, I have it. Love an extra button. Okay, here we go. Coriander. I use about 1.5 pumps. I love when you catch me live too. Hi. Okay, any of you know, how long do you, like, how did you find me? How did you hear about me? Like from a friend, an ad, a video, just found me on the internet one day. Or if you know about how long you've been watching, I wonder who has been watching the longest. It's always so funny. Or like, what are your favorite things? Like, what do you wish I did more content of? I feel like as someone who, I do these videos pretty often, like I was even telling Natalie earlier, I was like, I just feel like at some point you're like, no one wants to, I don't like change up a lot of my life. And I'm like, huh, do they really want to see me put on foundation again today? Maybe. So I feel like I need to change it up. Ooh, you've been watching about a month? Launch since the beginning? That's exciting. Facebook, been watching for at least 7 years. That's so cool. How fun. It's always so exciting to me to learn, like, okay, and if you did see me, like, did you decide to keep hanging out? Like, or are you new here kind of thing? Couple businesses, couple changed ventures, gained and lost about 150 pounds over the years. I mean, who knows? Lots of changes. Had a baby, got divorced, got remarried. Well, had kids, got divorced, met my neighbor, got married, had another kid. Like, we have dogs. We get the cats this weekend. I can't wait. So we're getting 2 kittens, and the kids named them last night. So the black kitten, which we thought she would die. Anyways, let me start back in case you missed our kitten thing. So the kids wanted kittens. We went to a shelter, couldn't find any kittens that were not mean. And so a friend of mine heard about it and said, hey, I have a friend who the mom abandoned these baby cats. And so she was like, if you want her info. So I got her info, and she had 4 kittens. She named a set of them Laverne and Shirley. Well, Laverne got adopted by someone else before we were able to get her. So Shirley was available, and then Shirley's little brother, who they named Lenny, was also available. And one other cat, which they still have available. If you need a kitten and you want to have my cat's sibling and you're local, they have one left, and it's orange and it's so cute. And so anyways, so we decided, since Laverne and Shirley were separated or whatever, that and the girls just wanted to name their own animals. So I was like, sure, that's fine. So they finally decided last night. So Lexi has the little tiny black one. It was like less than a pound. It's now 2 pounds, but she just was really sick. And so we thought there was a possibility that hers might not make it. But it's doing really good. It's been on medicine, and it's like just doing a lot better. But so we're gonna name, Lexi picked this out. So Penelope is gonna be her baby kitten, and she's black and she has like a little orange like thing on her nose, and her eyes were blue, but now they've changed colors, and so they're pretty dark now. And then Lola is getting Lenny, but we're changing the name, and she is naming him Pumpkin. So we'll have Penelope and Pumpkin, and that'll be our new adventure that we will talk about. They are actually so sad though. They're going to be at their dad's this weekend, and so I will go get them. They're supposed to be picked up on Saturday, but I don't get the kids until Sunday night. But it'll give us time to kind of get things like adjusted, situated, like all the things. But I'm really excited. Our puppy, so we have a puppy, doing good. He went to training. He's just like, when Ivory went to training, she came back and she could practically like make dinner and fold laundry. Smart. She really could like open up doors. She could lay down, come to her name, heel, walk. I mean, she was just so smart after going to like 6 weeks of training. So we had this expectation that Elvis, who is a Bernese Mountain Dog, would be the same. And I mean, even when he's like running towards you and you're like, sit, he like just rolls over onto his back with his belly up in the air. Like I know they worked with him because they sent us tons of video, but like even when they were doing his training, demonstrating, and she was like, yeah, that's just what he does. Like they'll tell him to like go get on his spot, and he just like rolls over with his belly in the air. And then if he's like, he like falls up, like I wonder if he has something wrong with his inner ear. He falls over all the time. He trips all the time. He like cannot fetch. He will sit if you say it like 15 times and then won't touch him. He will eventually sit. But when I tell you, like, you would not, and I don't blame the people, right? Because I know they worked with it, like he really struggles. So maybe when he's a little older, we'll do like a refresher with him. But I was expecting like, I don't know, this well-trained dog to come back, and not so much. Okay, so for my brows, I used the Grande Brow Laminate. If you go to CourtneySwan.com, you can go to the Grande site. That's the same stuff that I use for lash serum, and they have a brow serum as well. But this, you get a brush with like a spoolie on the end and the little shaper and the laminating gel, all for $22. It's clear. I think I had some leftover blush on it because I kind of have like a pink tint to my brows, but that's okay. It doesn't bother me. All right, going in with Hoola. I love these Hoola. I've been trying several different bronzers lately. It's summer. I'm trying to look chiseled. So the Hoola bronzer, I love it because it comes with this big thing and it's so good to contour my nose. So just really easy to kind of fan it down. You've been watching on and off since launch. So I started doing launch about 6 years ago. So if you've been here, obviously too long because you have a ton of launch, and I'm sure your hair looks fantastic. Okay, here we go. Contouring this nose. This is so sweet. Lisa, that was just really, really kind. Thank you so much. Going under my lip because we're going to give them the illusion that they are fuller. So, I used to do makeup for a company. I have been doing network marketing now about 10 years, which is crazy. And I, maybe even longer actually. Holy moly. And then online, like social media, I started selling makeup for Unique a long time ago. I don't do that anymore with them. Nothing against their products. It's just they had some rules that you couldn't show other brands at the time, and I had a lot of other brands that I really liked that I was using, and so I was like, okay, well then I'll just do my own thing. And so not saying if they didn't ever come up with a way that I could show brands and their stuff, I did love their makeup, but I did that for like 6 years, and 5 or 6 years, I guess. And then I started going viral. Isn't that crazy? Who would have thunk it? After my divorce. So, and that would have been 6 years ago. So anyways, here we are. But I quit doing that, like 2 or 3 years ago. Years start running together. Like the older you get and the more businesses you have, you're like, huh, feels like maybe that was, and I'm like, who was I pregnant with? Who was I nursing? What business was I doing when I was, oh yeah, when I started, I was nursing Lola. She's 8, so it had to have been somewhere around there. Do you ever do that with your life? You're like, oh yeah, that was before, or like even with like, sounds awful, but like with tragedies, I'll be like, oh, that was before Papa died. Like, oh yeah, that was what this was before this, or before, like, I feel like I have like main things, like who I was nursing, who I birthed, who I was married to, and like, you know, you have big milestones in your life. So crazy. So it's always funny interesting, fun, exciting for me to be like, oh, I wonder how long, like what part of different things of my life. Because when I got started, so poor, so poor, and then went through a really rough divorce and was even like negative poor. And then as businesses grew, the Lord just like crazy blessed my business, and it ended up taking off really well. And so it's like, you know, neat to see like all the different phases of, and then like being lonely and sad, and then like meeting Adam and going through dating, and or before I met Adam, dating and it being a disaster, like being pregnant, having babies. Like, it's so crazy. Like, we go through so many seasons, right? Like in our lives. And then I also like want to remind you that there are like really hard days that I'm sure people you follow have, and sometimes like you don't know about those too. And so not to compare yourself to like all the fun high moments, because sometimes there are like some things that happen, and it can be really like hard to just compare yourself to like, oh, you know, because you read these books about like attraction marketing and all these different things, and a lot of them will be like, okay, like you need to brag about this and this and this, and like show the best version of everything. And I think that in a sense, yes, but I think that there's also like some really like hard realities that it's like, if only people only know the very best of what's going on, like it can make it feel like that what you're dealing with is so real, and it doesn't always feel real when everything is just like perfect. So I try to do a balance of, I don't want to complain every day because about what's going on in our lives. So I don't want to complain, but try and like let you in on a lot of what happens in our life. without being a Debbie Downer. My vision is getting worse. It is the Hoola. This jumbo size Hoola gives you natural looking matte bronze. It doesn't tell me what shade it is. I'm so sorry. Hang on, it has a sticker on the back. Maybe if I remove this is so satisfying to me. I absolutely love, I hope it comes off like really nicely. Absolutely love when a sticker comes off. Whoops. Listen, can you hear it? That noise. Oh, it's so good. It's in Japanese, though this is gonna be helpful. Oh, it's in several languages. I could try to read them to you. Eze Jumbo Moretti Hula Trezamez Magellastant Bizotto Mat Brozito. Another language. Sislazivizmir Hula Wapanut. I don't even know how I pronounce it. It's like PKTN Whew. And then there's like Japanese, Chinese, I'm guessing. I have no idea. It doesn't tell me a color. I feel like it would be like a medium brown. Hang on. I have one that's a little darker. So this one is Toasted, is the shade. And it's much darker. So it would be lighter than Toasted, if that helps you. So funny. All right, we're going to go in with Ophir's Orange Caves palette. We're gonna do like a blue and pink and orange kind of look today. This color is so good. So I was trying to decide, like, I want to get on TikTok, but I just feel so weird over there. Like, I am not good at dancing, and I haven't but I love TikTok. Like, I personally spend my bathtub time on my phone looking at TikTok. Like, I just love it. And so I think I'm going to start doing some videos that are like, if I imagined I was FaceTiming my best friend, right? Or like, I call Natalie all the time and I'll be like, did you know? Like, and so I think that's gonna be my approach on TikTok. Like, if I find something good, just like hanging out. I don't think I'm gonna be able to accomplish these like intricately edited videos, but if I like learn a cool trick or something goofy is going on or whatever, doing that together. Thanks. I love these earrings too. They're like such a good staple. They're like just like such a good classic. You can wear them with everything. I'm just using a fluffy brush right now. I can hear Adam talking to Natalie. I don't know what they're talking about, but he's like laughing. If you want links for blush and all the other things, I actually used the current blush from, it's an Elation blush from Ophir. And that's what I used on my cheeks. And I'm gonna use a little bit on my eyes. But if you just drop the word me below or go to CourtneySwan.com, I have a link. What a good color. Okay, now I'm gonna go in with this like really sparkly kind of champagne. Go with my inner corner, just drag it. I can hear Natalie opening up her Dr. Pepper. She brings like a Dr. Pepper to work every day, or a couple of them. I joke that she's like God's chosen one, because that child, she eats like Skittles, SpaghettiOs, Doritos. She has abs. She's had babies. She has abs. Fantastic. Not a lick of cellulite on her whole body. Chicken nuggets, like Hot Pockets. I mean, I don't know. I think I've seen her eat a carrot once, but I want to tell you, I'm always like, what'd you do? What did you do when you were younger that made you the chosen one? what is it with your metabolism that you just can, do you know people like that they're like, you can eat anything you want? And I can like smell someone cooking bacon and I'm like, well, I'm up 3 pounds. All right, going in with this deeper shade of orange. But I would like, if I could just eat whatever I wanted to, I would totally do it. Anytime I start feeling that way, I can tell you what happens. I start feeling that way and I'm like, whatever, screw it. I'm not losing weight anyways. Like, I'm plateaued or whatever. I'm like, I'm just gonna go to Starbucks. I'm gonna get a Danish. I'm gonna get a Starbies. Like, I am gonna eat a burger and not take off my bread. And then like 3 days later, I'll be up 7 pounds and I'll be like, well, let's redo this. It's gonna take me another month to get that 7 pounds off. And I just am not one that I can kind of eat whatever. But I know that. So here we are. Okay. Oh, such a good color. I'm gonna go in with this pink because I do have some fun pink on my dress. I'm just gonna add just to the outside right here. So I don't have like a healthy relationship with food. I kind of have like, I don't want to eat the wrong thing, or I don't want to eat that because I don't want to gain weight, and then I'll end up not eating for like, I don't know, it's almost, what, it's 1:30. I haven't eaten yet today. And that's almost like, I have to be really so like intentional to be like, you need food for fuel. And this is just me being transparent. Like, I just struggle with this. Like, cause basically unless I've kind of starved myself, and not eaten a whole bunch. That's used to be as a younger, like teens, that's how I lost weight. And so then as a grown up, now my body's like, oh no, you may starve. We need to hold on to all fat. So I have started going to somebody to like talk about hormonal wellness and then like healthy relationship with food. I feel like that's, like whenever people are like, well, what do you eat? I'm like, I don't really eat a whole bunch, but it isn't good for you that you don't eat a whole bunch. Your body needs fuel. And so I'm trying to work on like, I am fueling my body because it is like good for me to do that. And like, you need to eat and not wait to eat until like 6 o'clock at night and then you're starving and you eat whatever. And so just working on those, like, as I say, I'm working on it. I really am working on it. But if that's something you struggle with, don't feel like you're alone. So I have the tendency to like drink a coffee and then I'll feed everybody else, like, but not taking care of myself very well. So, in addition to the limited screen time, I am wanting to work on like healthy meals and actually eating, like taking time to not feel guilty that I'm not doing something else that I should be doing, but that I'm like feeding myself and that I am reading my Bible and I'm doing things that like feed my soul, feed my body. I've also found I love cucumbers. Not that this is new, I've always known that, but like the long English cucumbers, and that I will eat like most evenings. If I need a snack, I will eat like a long English cucumber and like a little bit of like a yogurt dill lemon dip or cream cheese dill lemon dip. It's so good with lemon juice, so good. Okay. So I went to this guy who's like a homeopathic, like all natural doctor. And so he's like, how often, like, what do you sleep? What do you eat? What do you, because I told him, I was like, you know, I'm taking my supplements, like, but probably not consistently, like 3 or 4 days a week, probably like the same way I do my skin. And he was like, what about if we start, because I'll like put, I mean, if you just looked here, there's just like stuff everywhere. And so it's like, okay, what if I like broke it down and I'm like, okay, if I only am going to do like these things, but like do them well. And so he was like, what if you just ate whatever you wanted, but you don't eat after 6 or 7 o'clock at night? And I was like, I don't know, I bet I would gain 1,000,000 pounds. And then I realized, so he was like, no, you have permission to eat anything you want, just not after 6 o'clock at night. And I realized doing that like I have some really like root issue problems of like even feeling like I could eat anything I want, not feeling like I could. And so I was like, I think I had an eating disorder like in high school. And I do think part of it is because I can gain weight so fast. And so, but I was like, I think I need to like work on like the root of why I feel some of the ways I feel. And then also like moving my body. I have not worked out like maybe 5 times since I've had beta. And that's something I could do as well. So if you're feeling any of these things and you're like, oh, it just feels overwhelming to kind of like do this on your own, then send me a message. You can like all support each other. Okay, lights, camera, action, and then a cute lip look. This is, if you needed this eyeliner link, it is the NYX Professional Makeup in Sunrise Blue. I love blue on my eyes, even though I have blue eyes. There was a thing for a while that was like, oh, if you have blue eyes, you can't wear blue eyeliner, and well, I like it. Do your own thing, just do what you love. I think too, having like young daughters and having even my son, like, you know, having just children, like you have to think, okay, like how would I want them to treat themselves and to treat their body and to love their body and like love themselves as they're growing. And I think sometimes we have to look at our own self and be like, hey, I think this is something that I could work on. And not just could work on in the form of like dieting and losing weight, but I could work on it of like not feeling like I'm so proud of my body. Like it is how so many humans, like I'm so proud, you know, but sometimes like it can be easy to pick ourselves apart. And so just practicing gratitude. All right. So one of the things I have, it's called Methyl Care. It's a vitamin B complex with like amino acids. So he recommended that. My vitamin B was low. My vitamin D was really, really low. I'm on a prescription for vitamin D to get it up. For a while, my iron was crazy low, like severe anemia. And so I have got that under control, and it has drastically helped with me not being out of breath. So I guess my iron was so low after like blood loss with the baby, and have blood clotting disorders anyways. And so I was just having so I feel like trying to get your deficiencies under control and your health, noticing like if you don't feel good or you're tired all the time, like maybe there's a reason why. And so trying to like, I'm gonna deep dive into like not 1,000,000 different ones, but just trying to like, okay, one thing at a time. Like I will consistently for the next month, like for a whole bottle, that was my goal, like a whole bottle every day, take my trim. For a whole bottle, take my vitamin D, you know, for a whole bottle. I ordered some of that Mary Ruth's vitamins off of Amazon. I'm a sucker for vitamins. Anybody else a sucker for supplements? Like skincare and supplements. Like I have an embarrassing amount of them. Like if it's something, like I even have these things, I haven't even tried them yet, but I can't wait. It's like this, oh, what do they go? They go into one of those droplets. Pomifera sent me a droplet. I'd like earned it. I'd never even heard of it before. But this is a lip plumper and then a collagen hydro filler. And you put this little pod inside of this thing and it's got like crazy reviews. And so I was like, well, I need that. Like, so I can get really distracted on like what might solve my problems. But they don't help solve my problems if they just sit in a bottle or in a box, or I don't actually use it. Well, like, probably could have helped me had I used it. All right, I'm gonna put a little dry shampoo in our hair, and I'm gonna wear that cute little trucker hat with this outfit. Give me a second. Oh, I need lips. Oh no, what did I do with it? Hang on. Had a cute hat. Had it earlier. Oh, this happens to me every day. Oh, it's beside me. I must have already had that idea. Eyelashes are awesome and I don't even curl them. If you are wanting, it's a lot of dry shampoo and my lungs. If you're wanting to help your natural lashes be longer and your lash cycle to be longer, you should try the Grande Lash Serum. So long. So long. No. Pomifera doesn't have lip plumper, but they sent me a droplet. It was like a, I don't know. They had some sort of incentive and it was like, they picked a winner and I won a prize. It's exciting. And so, they sent me, they were like, you can pick from like a refrigerator, a makeup or a skincare refrigerator, a makeup with lights, or a droplet, which is like the skincare infuser thing. And so I picked that one because I was like, well, that sounds fun. And so they sent it, and then I started watching TikToks about it, and they have these little pods. They look like K-cups, but they're tiny. And you plop it in this droplet, and then you like scan over your face, and it like mists you. Oh, don't judge. My hair gets so tingly so easily. I'm using the low volume to brush through this because my hair doesn't get tangled in it, and you could turn it on if you wanted like an actual blowout, but I'm just trying to get tangles out because I'm putting a hat on. But you know, if I don't do it now, by later it'll be really crazy. And you could like turn it if you do want to. Let's take it. At least in these front sections. Just to make it nice and smooth. Because you probably will see this part. Okay. Here we go. I think I need to tighten it, just at least one or two more. I'm gonna have to not tighten it on the back of my head because I'm not that talented. It's like, I hope this is the right spot. So you can either do it like this with like a cute little low bun. I also have like a cute clip. Like I think that that's really cute when you like throw your hair up with a clip and a hat, like that. Or like a little scrunchie. All right. So either with the hat, are y'all for the hat or no hat today? What do you think? Have hair. A big messy bun would be really cute. I'm gonna turn this on. Sometimes this will like give you the illusion. Okay, while that's heating up. Loving the hat? Perfect. Okay, so we're gonna go in this, I use these all the time, but it's berry lip liner and pink smoothie. And so I'm gonna have to sharpen them because they are worn out, meaning I use them a good bit. So here we go. I just use an e.l.f. sharpener, no big deal. Okay, this one is berry. I'll show you a full outfit in a second. And then I'm gonna wear just like little cute slip-on tennis shoes. Like little white tennis shoes. When you put on lash serum, it burns. Does it make your eyes burn or water? It does not bother mine at all, but I put it like on my lash band. I'm not putting it in my eye at all. Okay, here we go. This one is pink smoothie. And it matches the eyeshadow color like perfection. Is it still cool here? No, not at all. We like skipped spring and went straight to, I think it was 89 yesterday. 85, 89, it's hot. It's like, well, here we are. And our AC is still out upstairs. But today it's probably in the 70s. It is actually a really pretty day. I can show you outside if you want. Do y'all want to see outside where we live? I love seeing outside where other people live. Okay, and then a little trick that I like to do is I like to take some sort of chapstick. The birds are chirping right now, so I'll take you guys out there to see. So when you put a chapstick or a lip gloss or something on, you're just able to move it around just a hair. So I always use a darker liner on the outer edges and a lighter liner on the inner portion. And that's gonna give you the illusion of fuller lips and like a nice ombre. You hear the birds? So sweet. Okay, here we go. I'm just gonna take this, I'm actually gonna lift. So this is just the Le Duo by Launch. It's just fast. I want my curl to be a little lower since I am, and the way I achieve that is I'm just going to, hang on, keep wrapping around lower. I just want it, there you go, to be a little lower because my hat is so high up on my head. And I just curl away from my face. Okay, here we go. Turning it off. Okay, here is a full outfit. I like to tuck my ears into my hat. Sounds silly, but here we go. Okay, and I will wear, I'm probably gonna put these straps up just a tiny bit more, just so I'm not, I have a very large chest, like double D, triple D. If I'm nursing, goodness gracious, who knows? But I'm not nursing right now, but they're still just, so I'm naturally just larger chested. So I love that this has adjustable straps. Obsessed with this little top. I love, like, if this is probably one of the cutest jean jackets I've ever worn. I'm wearing the extra large, but like, look at this ruffle. And then I think I'm going to roll my sleeve. Oh, love when you have like a, I think I'm going to keep it to where you can see that part. And then I'll put like a cute watch and some bracelets on. And then some little tennis shoes. Let's see, I have some up here. Watch. That way you guys get a full, I don't have any white shoes up here. Sorry, they're all downstairs. See if I have the skills to do this without assistance. If not, I'll Adam or Natalie help me. No, can't do it. Pretend I have a watch. So I love like a little cuff sleeve. It has faux pockets. If I designed this, I would make that a real pocket. But it does have cute little faux pockets. And I love the ruffle there. And then this cute little hat. So if you want links for anything, drop me below. And then let's go outside together. Let's see. So this is what you see when I am, see, it's mess. Woo. Look, there's a weave in case I ever want to wear the things. So we're gonna have to go out a different way. Hopefully we don't lose internet. All right, we'll go through this way. You guys can see. Here's Lola's little room. She's so cute. Like, I wish she had some notes. Like, I don't know, she always has notes everywhere, but she's just adorable. She like practices her little basketball all the time. But this is what the weather's like here. It's actually kind of cool. We have a bird's nest here, and those used to be on my grandma's porch. And we have another bird's nest up there. So you can't really normally hang out too long without a bird coming at you. But the weather is really beautiful here today. And you can hear the birds. And our neighbor has the cutest little barn. But when the trees are bloomed, you can't really see it. But it's red. Hang on. Let's see if I can show you. Nope, can't see it. It's a cute little barn. Yeah. Means I went too far away from the internet for you guys to see. And then we have a garden over there, but you can't see it from the front of our house. Anyways, that is outside. So it's sunny and pretty. And I work from home, and I'm home almost all the time with a bunch of little kids. And but I'm just so glad it's like spring, summertime. I had funny story. I'll come in here for a second. So we had somebody come out to look at redoing like our pool area, and I told Adam, I was like, listen, like, he was like, we could put a hot tub here, we could do whatever. And I was like, why don't we get a quote first? Like, sometimes this can be really expensive. And he was like, okay. And so I mentioned like 5 times, like, it can be like expensive, you know? And they gave us the quote, and he was like, well, that's like, so we thought yesterday I was like living my best life. Thought we were doing like our pool's like from probably like late 80s, early 90s. So I was like, I thought we were going to do like a outside pool reno, and then quickly realized dreams were crushed. But we still love it here, and we still love our 1990s pool. It does well. Everybody still floats around, just living their best life in it. But it was really funny how it's like you'll go, like I was like, oh, we could do like stone papers and like this, and this. And then they like give you a quote back and you're like, good golly. Well, you know, grass is good. Who needs a paver? Like, wear a flip-flop. You're fine. Like, nobody needs, you can just walk on the grass. You don't need a paver. But anyways, I know what I was going to do. I was going to do a devotion with you guys. Do you want to do a devotion today? And then I'm hopping off. Lexi went on a field trip today. She had like an aquatic field trip, and then one of the moms called right before my live, and they were like, hey, can she go with us today for the day? And so, but I do have to get Lola from school in a minute. Christian's already out of school, and anyways. Ooh, your daughter had a rodeo in Ringgold, Georgia. You ate supper in Chattanooga every night. Oh, that's so fun. I love Chattanooga. If you're not from this area, it is absolutely beautiful. So, and if you are ever coming to Chattanooga, we have 2 Airbnbs that are in the Wildwood, Georgia area, which is like 15 minutes away. And they're on the flight park, and you can like watch the hang gliders land, and it's super cool. And then we also have Camp Swan, which is, we renovated an old summer camp and turned it into 9 different cabins that have like all different themes, like a lodge type feel, like a Dolly Parton kind of cabin, just like tons of different, I don't know, just a lot of fun little like camp type things. And so, and we actually have a sale going on at Camp Swan right now. So if you're looking to book for summer, we have like or for the fall, I have like a deal going on until after this weekend. So if you're needing a place to stay, if you go to campswan.com or just go to Courtney Swan and look at our Airbnb list, it'll show you. But this area is really beautiful this time of year. Okay, so we're gonna do 100 Days to Believing Bigger, and one day we'll make it through this whole book. But believing in your gifts, for God's gifts and His call are irrevocable. We've already done this one before. Continuing on. I don't know where we were last, so. Okay, here we go. We're going to do this one because this just sounds wonderful. Embracing you. Let's just go ahead and be what we were made to be without enviously or pridefully comparing ourselves with each other or trying to be something that we aren't. Romans 12:6-7. In a world filled with protocol, a never-ending list of do's and don'ts, and the pressure to be perfect, it can seem impossible to discover who you really are and what you're here to be and do. I've always loved the scripture above that gives you a direct glimpse into God's game plan. Be what you were made to be. This is the heart of the divine reinvention coming into alignment with our true assignment. The way God uniquely made you is a clue as to what He wants you to do. Nothing about you is a mistake. This verse is also a reminder of the permission you've already received to be uniquely you as your daughter of the Most High. Plus, God won't bless who you pretend to be, so stop conforming, shrinking, or dimming your light and running from who you are and what you were always meant to be, to say, to create, and to do. We are waiting on you, the real you, and that's the version of you heaven needs too. Like, what if you thought, like, they will love me for the realest version of myself? I think that sometimes, you know, it's like I'm like a peacekeeper for sure. I don't like people to be mad at me. I try to keep the peace, and then sometimes try to keep the peace because I'm like, I want them to like me, and I want the, you know, I want to like love others, and but sometimes it's because of the way I want them to see me as well. Like, I want them to think I'm a nice person, you know, so I'm gonna be this way. And not that you shouldn't be like a nice person, but I feel like, what if you really thought like the truest version of myself is like who God wants me to be? Like, God wants me to be myself and to like live in a way, shining a light, like that He loves me for me, not loves me just because you did it because you thought it was the right thing, you know? I don't know. I have a really hard time grasping, like, even in seasons of my life, I have felt like maybe God should have picked, like, I'll be really transparent. So I feel like the Lord crazy blessed my business. I feel like has given me an incredible platform. And then sometimes I feel like I duff it, like not being, like maybe he should have like given that opportunity to someone else that would have done a better job with it. Like I feel like there are days where I'm like, oh, I feel like I just did not like show love as well as I could have, or maybe somebody else could have done that more. And like I feel like I've disappointed God sometimes. And Adam one day was like, you know, do you believe you have to like act a certain way for God to love you? And I was like, I do. Like, I believe like you have to do all the things right in order to be loved. And I struggle with that in all relationships in my life, of feeling like, do you feel like unconditionally loved? And normally my answer is no. And so that's something that like I'm having to realize, is that like God loves me unconditionally. Like God loves me if I slip up and think a bad thought. God loves me if I slip up and I said something that wasn't nice. Like God forgives me when I make bad choices. God loves me even in his disappointment in me. God still loves me, and that God still loves you. And like sometimes I'll be hard and be like, okay, TikTok, for example, like I have spent probably 15 hours on TikTok this week, and I could count on my hand how many minutes I've spent reading my Bible or like watching TikToks about Bibles, you know? And, but knowing that like God just wants genuine relationship with me, and that he isn't mad at me because I didn't do it. And I'm not just doing it because you're supposed to, I'm doing it because he has something good for me, you know? So if you've ever felt that way, that like you have to prove yourself to other people, or if you are like, you know, if you're good at this or act a certain way or whatever, then you're loved. Just know that like God loves you for the truest version of yourself. Like he made you, and he made you with like unique gifts and qualities and abilities and talents, and like he loves you for you. And that's so hard for me to grasp. But then I look at my kids, like even in their brattiest state, like Veda was so naked this morning. She took her diaper off, peed in her bed, had one leg in her jammy and one arm in her other jammy, and she just looked like, what are you doing? Like, you've made the biggest mess. And on the other hand, I was like, oh, I just love her so much. Like, and I can't help but think like, even in our messiness, God still loves us and can see like the best in us. And then the same, like when you do something sweet or loving, or like I was listening to Lola just like sing praise and worship music this week. It was like, there's no radio on. She was just like singing How Great Is Our God. And it like brought me to tears, that like she was just in the back seat, like singing like how great is our God. And I thought like, oh, if this makes me feel this way, like how does that make our Heavenly Father feel when we are just like driving down the road thanking God for the things in our lives, or like telling him like how great you are? Like how does that like warm his heart and his ears, you know? And so if you don't know where to start, or you're like, I haven't picked up my Bible in so long, or done a devotion, or done something nice, or maybe you've been like, you know, sometimes I'm so grumpy, I like do not even like myself, you know? And maybe that's been like your season, or sad or lonely or whatever. But I just can't help but think, if God was like watching us, be like, there's nothing, has it ever been frustrating to you when your kids are like trying to do something and you're like, if you will just hand that to me, I can fix that in 5 seconds, and you were getting frustrated and all worked up because you can't get it together, right? And you're like, just hand it to me, I'll fix it and I'll give it back to you. And it's like so frustrating to watch like your kids struggle on their own. And I think that sometimes God can probably look at us and feel the same way, that it's like, if you would just give me this problem, like I could fix this for you, I could comfort you, I could love on you, I could like help you not be alone in this. But instead, you know, I'm trying to do it my own way. And then the same is like, if we don't know where to start, like what if we just started with like thank you for like the birds, thank you for the flowers, thank you for the air that I breathe, like thank you for gas in my car, thank you for like good health, thank you for your love, thank you that you love me unconditionally. It's hard to grasp, especially if you've had people in your life. A lot of my life has consisted of people that only really love me when I am a certain way. You know, if I do a certain thing, if I'm proud of an achievement, my worth has been tied up to like a lot of different things. And so like to feel like God would love me just for me because he died, like sent his son to die on the cross for me. And he did the same for you. Like the good, the bad, the ugly, like, but he loves you and he wants relationship with you. That's just amazing to me. So good. So anyways, I hope you guys have a good day. Thanks to whoever stayed on and did a devotion with me. This has been a long live. I feel like it's either we are 15 minutes, I gotta be out the door, or I have time in my day to be able to just hang out. And I love when we get to I love the mix of both. I love like the fast-paced stuff, and then I also love whenever we get to hang out for a good little bit. So if you have questions about anything, shoot me a message, and I'm sure I'll see you later this week on the live. Bye, y'all. Have the best day.